What if I told you that vegetables don't exist and that I'm willing to bet you any amount of money that you can't name a single vegetable that's actually a vegetable? So many people call things that are not veggies veggies, and on top of that, there's a whole slew of things that everyone will fight you tooth and nail to tell you are not veggies that actually are. Like, I can guarantee you, by the end of this video, you could confidently say that a banana is your favorite vegetable. And to prove my point, we're going to play a game called Name That Veggie, where all you have to do is name a vegetable that is actually 100% a vegetable, and you win. That's all you have to do. I will, of course, have to play your part, but we'll just go through all of the common veggies and we'll see how you do. How about something like broccoli? Broccoli is a very vegetable. Well, broccoli is actually a flower. Okay. Well, what about carrots? Well, carrots are a taproot, along with beets and turnips and parsnips. They're all taproots. Oh, well then, what about something like potatoes? Are potatoes a vegetable? No, potatoes are a tuber, actually. What about mushrooms? Are mushrooms a vegetable? Well, I mean, it's silly that you're even asking. Mushrooms aren't even a plant, though. That's the fruiting body of a mycelium fungus. Okay, well, well then what about some of the salad vegetables, like cucumbers? Cucumbers are a vegetable. No, cucumbers are a fruit. They're a seeding body. There's a seed in there, it's a fruit. Oh, okay, so, well then, what about pumpkins? Are very vegetable, and that's definitely a vegetable, but it's very close to cucumber. Well, pumpkin is actually not even a fruit, it's a berry. Oh, so pumpkins are berries, kind of like strawberries. Well, you might think that, but no, actually, strawberries aren't even a berry at all. They're an aggregate fruit. We just call them berries because we have to make this as simple and easy to understand as possible, and impossible for people to get confused. Well, if pumpkins are berries and strawberries are not berries, then what are some other berries that aren't berries? Well, there's blueberries. Are those berries? Yeah, those are berries as well. Oh my God, thank Christ. Well, grapes, those are berries. Yeah, those are berries. Man, I tell you what would be cool if you could have like a grape or any berry the size of a watermelon. Well, I'm about to blow your mind, bud, because they exist and they're called a watermelon. Watermelons are berries. Are you following along? They make it very easy to understand what's a vegetable and what's a fruit and what's what. So it looks like a lot of things are actually berries. Does that make olives? Olives are very berry-like. Olives are berry. No, olives are a drupe, similar to cherries and peaches. All right, let's get off the berry train. What are some really vegetable-y vegetables? Spinach, Popeye, like that's the vegetable. Spinach is very berry. No, spinach is just a leaf. Same as all the lettuces, kales, those are just leaves. And in fact, most herbs are leaves, if you haven't worked that out. Okay, well, garlic is kind of a herb. I guess there's some leafy bits to it. Do we call garlic a leaf? No, garlics are a bulb, the same as onions are also a bulb. But what about leeks? Because those are like part of the onion family, but there's no distinct bulb at the bottom. Are those a bulb? No, a leek is really easy one to remember. It's a bundle of leaf sheaths. Yep. We really made that one easy to understand. Not a veggie, a bundle of leaf sheaths. Oh, maybe you figured it would be just like a stem, like celery is. Well, no, celery is not a stem, it's a stalk. Celery is not a veggie, or a stem, it's a stalk. All right. Let's get back to just like what's like a fair dinkum veggie? There's one that you've probably been screaming at your screen that you go, I know this is a veggie, I hated them as a kid. I always have them on my plate, they're definitely a vegetable. Peas. Peas are a vegetable, aren't they? No. Peas are a seed, the same way that beans are a seed. Corn, that's a seed, same as peanuts. Peanuts are a seed. Oh, well, at least we must know then that most nuts are seeds. Well, yes, but no, most nuts are actually fruits. Chestnuts, walnuts, hazelnuts, pecans, those are all actually fruits. We just eat the woody, seedy part of the fruit. And that's what a nut is. Are you following along? Because here is where your whole world gets flipped upside down, because bananas, which by the way are also a berry, bananas are a berry. Not only are they a berry, but they're also a fruit, but bananas are a vegetable. Same as lemons are a vegetable, capsicums are a vegetable. Tomatoes, famously, is both. Guess what? A fruit and a vegetable. Does this classification make absolutely no sense to you? Well, if it does make sense, you probably weren't paying attention to the video because it's not meant to make sense. These are conflicting terms of classification. What the hell do I mean by that? The word vegetable has no scientific, no botanical definition. Vegetable is a culinary term. Yes, that's why I called my channel Culinary Garden. It's actually a pun, but a pun of what? Vegetable, the definition of it is just a plant or part of a plant that we eat. As soon as something is a plant and we eat it, it can be classified as a vegetable. So everything that I just listed is a vegetable. Tomatoes, the question, is it a fruit or a vegetable, makes no sense at all because it's both. It is a fruit. It has seeds inside. It's a fruiting body of a plant. And because we eat it, it's a vegetable. What has really screwed us up is a lot of countries impose import tariffs differently for fruits and vegetables, and that's why people try and get pedantic about trying to define one from another. But it doesn't matter. All fruits are vegetables. In fact, you could say completely correctly the term fruits and vegetables and have those two words represent different groups of plants, but the only way you could do that is if you are referring to exclusively the fruits that we don't eat because they're poisonous. And then that would be separate groups because all inside vegetables contain all edible fruits, and then outside of fruits you could have all fruits, including edible and non-edible. That's the only way that sentence would make sense. So, my channel is pretty new, and I use a lot of titles like, here are my top 5 favorite veggies, and then one of them might contain something like a capsicum or a tomato, and then every single time I get so many comments, which I am thankful for the engagement of, and like this video by the way, but they try and really condescendingly correct me and say, actually, a capsicum is a fruit and not a vegetable. Mate, it's not an or statement. It can be both. All fruits that we eat are both. And now that you know this, I'm really sorry because some online discourse is going to drive you completely insane because people argue about this all the time, especially on like the gardening part of the internet. And it's just like, what are you trying to argue with? Like, it's not even a question, it's a fruit or a vegetable. And that's why veggies don't exist, but also everything is a vegetable. If you eat it, it's a vegetable. Well, if you eat it in a plant, it's a vegetable. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this rant. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification because I'm small, YouTube doesn't always push out my videos straight away to all my subscribers. Sometimes it sits there for about 2 days first and then pushes it out. So if you want to see my videos as soon as they come out, hit the bell notification, subscribe, thank you. I will see you next time.